आपको लगता है कि महाराष्ट्र के कुछ विपक्षी दल के नेता इसमें जो है आग में घी डालने का काम कर रहे हैं?
महाराष्ट्र के सभी लोग, चाहे रूलिंग पार्टी हो, क्या चाहे तो अपोजिशन लीडर हो, नहीं तो शिवसेना हो, कौन सा भी मनसे हो, कौन सा भी, इसमें हमारे कर्नाटक और महाराष्ट्र डिस्प्यूट में आके हमारे लोगों को भड़काते हैं, मराठी लोगों को भड़काते हैं, भड़का के इतना ये तनाव करके रखते हैं कि दोनों राज्यों में कानून सुव्यवस्था अच्छी तरह से नहीं रहते।
कल जिस प्रकार का आप लोगों ने आंदोलन किया, काफ़ी सारे एसटी बसेस को जो है रोक दिया गया, इंक भी फेंका गया, काफ़ी सारे बसेस को नुकसान भी पहुंचा दिया गया, आपको नहीं लगता है इसके वजह से जो सामान्य आदमी है उसको दिक्कत पहुंच रही है?
ठीक है, सामान्य आदमी के ऊपर, पब्लिक के ऊपर असर पड़ेगा, लेकिन शुरुआत कौन किया है? 1 नवंबर से लेकर शुरुआत कौन किया है, उनको समझना चाहिए ना। हर नवंबर को इधर बेलगाम में अधिवेशन चलता।
And the Maharashtra-Karnataka border now reverberated in the parliament as well as the winter session has begun. In fact, speaking in the parliament, NCP MP Supriya Sule raked up the issue. Let's listen into what she had to say.
महाराष्ट्र में 10 दिन से एक नया प्रश्न का खड़ा रह रहा है कि हमारा जो राज्य है बगल का कर्नाटका राज्य, वहाँ का के सीएम जो है वो अनाप शनाप बोले जा रहे हैं सर। और कल तो हद कर दी, कर्नाटका बॉर्डर पे महाराष्ट्र के लोग जाना चाहते थे और उनको पीटा है सर, और आज तक एक भी कुछ आया नहीं है सर। और 10 दिन से महाराष्ट्र के खिलाफ षड्यंत्र हो रहा है और महाराष्ट्र तोड़ने की बात ये पूरे कर्नाटका के मुख्यमंत्री, और दोनों राज्य जो है दोनों बीजेपी के राज्य है। महाराष्ट्र में भी राज्य बीजेपी का है और कर्नाटका में भी बीजेपी का है। इसके खिलाफ भी पूरे टाइम में सर महाराष्ट्र कर्नाटका के जो मुख्यमंत्री है वो महाराष्ट्र के खिलाफ बोलते हैं। कल पीटे हैं लोगों को सर, पीटा है महाराष्ट्र की जनता को। ये नहीं चलेगा सर, ये देश है। और मैं अमित शाह जी को विनती करती हूँ,
subject is subsidies, sir, because it is in the court, sir, it is the Supreme Court. Please don't allow any member from the Maharashtra to speak on this issue, sir.
So there you have Supriya Sule saying that the people of Maharashtra were roughed up in the border areas. In fact, a reaction coming in from Sena's Sanjay Raut as well, who has questioned the Maharashtra Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister for not taking a stand on the Maharashtra-Karnataka border.
डेफिनेटली अगर केंद्र की मंशा नहीं होती तो ये नहीं होता। कर्नाटक में किसके मुख्यमंत्री है और किसकी सरकार है? बीजेपी की सरकार है। महाराष्ट्र में किसकी सरकार है? बीजेपी की सरकार है। आपको समझता नहीं क्या चल रहा है महाराष्ट्र में? पहले कभी नहीं हुआ था, अचानक कैसे हो गया ये? पहले कभी किसी मुख्यमंत्री ने सोलापुर और सांगली पे दावा नहीं बोला था, ये पहली बार हो रहा है। ज़रूर हमारा एक बॉर्डर डिस्प्यूट है 50 साल से, वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में चल रहा है, लेकिन ये पहली बार हो रहा है। अगर केंद्र अपने आप को ताकतवान मानता है, मैं तो मानता हूँ केंद्र हमारा बाप है, ये फेडरल सिस्टम है, तो आपकी जिम्मेदारी है आपके मुख्यमंत्री को रोकने की। आप उसको रोकते क्यों नहीं? कौन है बोम्मई? ये बोम्मई भी कांग्रेस से आया हुआ आदमी है, बाहर का, एक बीजेपी का ओरिजिनल आदमी नहीं है। जैसे यहाँ भी मुख्यमंत्री ओरिजिनल नहीं है। सबको हमारे खिलाफ उनके कंधे पर बंदूक रखकर महाराष्ट्र के ऊपर गोलीबारी चल रही है, लेकिन छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का ये महाराष्ट्र है, ध्यान रखिए। नामर्द वापस बोल रहा हूँ मैं, उसमें क्या है? लाचार सरकार है ये लाचार सरकार है, नामर्द सरकार है। अगर मर्दानगी होती तो कर्नाटक की सरकार अपनी हदें पार नहीं करती। देखिए, ये देश एक है, सभी राज्य एक दूसरे के साथ मिले जुल कर रहना चाहिए। हम नेशनल इंटीग्रिटी को मानते हैं, सबसे ऊपर देश है, बाद में राज्य आता है, संविधान आता है, ये हम मानते हैं। हमारा कोई ऐसा नहीं कि हमको कोई अलग हम बात नहीं कर रहे, हम हमारी हक की बात कर रहे हैं देश में।
So there you heard Sanjay Raut calling out the Maharashtra government, saying that not enough is being done by the Maharashtra government when it comes to taking a stand on the border issue. But we have a reaction coming in from the Deputy Chief Minister, who says that he will be taking up this matter with the Home Minister Amit Shah.
पहली बात तो यह है कि मैंने स्वयं कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री जी से बात की है और मैंने उनको ये कहा है कि इस प्रकार की घटनाएं होना ठीक नहीं है। अपने देश में हमारा संविधान ये किसी भी राज्य में किसी को भी आने जाने की, वहाँ रहने की, वहाँ नौकरी करने की इजाज़त देता है। तो अगर महाराष्ट्र की गाड़ियों पर हमला हो रहा है तो ये गलत बात है। मुझे कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री जी ने आश्वस्त किया है कि वे स्वयं इसकी ओर ध्यान देंगे, इस पर एक्शन लेंगे और ऐसी वारदातें न हो ये वो देखेंगे।
So an all-out political slugfest that has erupted over the border issue. This, of course, after there were tensions that were seen in these border areas. The visuals there on your screens of how the buses were also vandalized in the border areas. We'll slip into a very short break, but news breaks to continue on the other side of this very short break. Winter session commences. Prime Minister Modi expresses concern, asks opposition to maintain decorum. And border face-off escalates. Maharashtra suspends state-run bus services to Karnataka.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना। कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is the day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protests.
Here section 144 has been imposed and the birthplace of Krishna. Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10 there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran. Post that the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian, as per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, the Belagavi Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is the day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं, हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? Did you intentionally post fake? But then there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like Morbi. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you sent out?
And a quick update on the demonetization plea that was taken up in the top court today. The apex court has reserved order in the petitions against demonetization. There were multiple petitions that challenged Centre's 2016 decision to demonetize the old notes of 500 and 1,000 rupees. So that's the update coming in on the demonetization plea that was taken up in the Supreme Court today, with the apex court now reserving the order on the demonetization plea. In fact, we understand that there are multiple petitions that have been filed in the top court challenging the demonetization by the centre. We'll slip into a very short break for now, but news breaks and more stories to come up on the other side of this break. BJP set to lose 15-year streak as AAP crosses halfway mark in the battle for Delhi MCD. And border face-off escalates. Maharashtra suspends state-run bus services to Karnataka.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained that you had sent out? Did you intentionally post fake? Did you pay it? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like more. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest.
Here section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran Taran. Post that the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, the Belagavi Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI And news break coming in from MP's Betul, where rescue operations are underway. It's been over 20 hours now that an 8-year-old is stuck in a 400 feet deep borewell. We understand that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister, is monitoring the situation closely. Meanwhile, the SDRF as well as the NDRF personnel are also at the spot to help rescue the 8-year-old who has been stuck in this 400 feet deep borewell in Betul village. We'll go across to Satya Vijay as well to get us more details, but those are the visuals there on your screens as rescue operations are underway to pull out that 8-year-old boy who's been there stuck for over 16 hours now. In fact, multiple teams that are there at the location to pull out the 8-year-old. That's the bulldozer as well, trying to clear that debris and excavate from that borewell to pull out the 8-year-old who's stuck for 16 hours. Now we have a walkthrough. Satya Vijay getting us a detailed report on the situation so far in Betul. Let's take a look.
और जो बोरवेल है जहाँ पर कि बच्चा फंसा हुआ है, करीब उसकी गहराई 50 फीट के लगभग बताई जा रही है और उसी बच्चे को निकालने के लिए एक पैरेलल टनल, ये आप देख सकते हैं, कैमरामैन दिखाएंगे, पैरेलल टनल यहाँ पर बनाई जा रही है जिससे कि इस टनल के जरिए बगल में जो बोरवेल है उस तक पहुंचा जाए और बच्चे को निकाला जा सके.
So there you have the 8-year-old who's battling for his life, in fact, who's stuck in this borewell, which is 400 feet deep. Satya Vijay getting us that detailed report. In fact, we also spoke to the SP of Betul on the rescue operations, where you see the NDRF, SDRF, the Chief Minister himself who's monitoring the situation closely. Let's listen into what the SP of the district had to say.
शाम तकरीबन 5-5:30 बजे हम लोगों के पास सूचना आई थी कि इस प्रकार से एक 8 साल का बच्चा था जो खेलते खेलते बोरवेल में गिर गया और तत्काल ही सारी टीम्स एक्टिवेट हो गई और एसडीआरएफ की टीम भी होशंगाबाद, हरदा और भोपाल से भी हमारे पास अभी उपस्थित है. और जैसे इनिशियली हमको मालूम चला था कि 54 फीट्स के गड्ढे में वो गिरा है बच्चा और उसी के अकॉर्डिंगली हम लोगों ने एक पैरेलल ग्रेडियंट बनाया है और उसको रेस्क्यू करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं.
ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई किया जा रहा है, कैमरा मूवमेंट कैमरे में भी दिख रहा है वो. इसके अलावा क्या उम्मीद लग रही है कि कितना गहराई तक आप ये पैरेलल टनल खोदेंगे जिसके बाद उसे बचाया जा सके?
अभी तकरीबन 30 फीट खोद चुके हैं. हम लोगों को तकरीबन 45 तक पहुंचना है और प्रयास ये है कि जल्दी से जल्दी ये हम लोग टारगेट पूरा कर ले ताकि बच्चे को रेस्क्यू किया जा सके.
कितना टाइम लगेगा?
अब एक्चुअली जो जमीन है वो काफी ज्यादा पथरीली है तो इसमें थोड़ा सा समय जरूर लग रहा है, पर 3-4 जेसीबी, पोकलेन मशीन सब लगी हुई हैं और पूरा प्रयास किया जा रहा है.
परिजन ये कह रहे हैं मैम कि उनको मिलने नहीं दिया जा रहा है या यहाँ पर आने नहीं दिया जा रहा है या किसी तरह का अपडेट नहीं दिया जा रहा है?
नहीं, परिजन तो थे. अभी बच्चे के पिताजी और चाचा जी यहीं पर थे और वो काफी प्रयास भी कर रहे हैं बच्चे से बातचीत करने का. तो बीच बीच में उनकी बातचीत भी करवाई जा रही थी बच्चे से और परिजन यहीं पर उपस्थित हैं.
बच्चे का मूवमेंट दिख रहा है मैम?
अभी जो कैमरे में है वो तो फिलहाल दिखाई दे रहा है.
कुछ खाने के लिए दिया गया?
नहीं, खाने के लिए नहीं दिया गया क्योंकि काफी सफोकेटिंग पोजीशन में है और जिस पोजीशन में वो है, वो जो डॉक्टर्स की टीम है हमारी, उनका ये एडवाइस है कि वो देना ठीक नहीं है. बाकी ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई पर्याप्त है, किसी प्रकार की कोई ऐसी.
And Satya Vijay is also joining us live from the rescue operation site. Satya Vijay, कितने घंटे से रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस चल रहे हैं और अगर हम बच्चे की बात करें, वो रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है, उसको ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई करा जा रहा है?
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल. देखिए, करीब 5 बजे मध्य प्रदेश के बैतूल में जो मंडावी गांव है, यहाँ पर 5 बजे घटनाक्रम हुआ था. खेल में जो बच्चा है वो बोरवेल में फंसा था और वहां पर जो आप एसडीआरएफ और एनडीआरएफ की टीम देखना है, उस स्पॉट पर बोरवेल है जिसमें खेलते समय ये बच्चा गिर गया था. और उसके बाद अभी एक पैरेलल टनल यहाँ पर देखिए बनाया जा रहा है और इस टनल के जरिए कोशिश ये की जा रही है, चूंकि बच्चे की जो बोरवेल में जिस टनल में बच्चा गिरा है वो करीब 55 फीट की गहराई पर बताया जा रहा है, इसीलिए एक ये टनल बनाई जा रही है जिससे कि उसे रेस्क्यू कर निकाला जा सके. यहाँ ये दूसरी तस्वीर आप देख रहे हैं, यहाँ ये जो है वो जहाँ लैपटॉप और बाकी इक्विपमेंट रखे हैं वहाँ से बोरवेल में जो तन्मय है उसे ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई की जा रही है जिससे कि उसकी लाइफ को सेव किया जा सके. और फिलहाल 5 बजे से कह सकते हैं 20 घंटे से ज्यादा का समय हो गया यहाँ पर रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन करते. तमाम जो टीमें हैं, पोकलेन मशीन, जेसीबी, इसके अलावा एनडीआरएफ, एसडीआरएफ, जिला प्रशासन और पुलिस की टीम यहाँ मौके पर मौजूद है और सभी रात भर से यहाँ पर टिके हुए हैं. सबकी कोशिश ये कि सकुशल तन्मय को निकाला जा सके. इसी के चलते यहाँ पर ऑपरेशन किया जा रहा है. जो मेडिकल एक्सपर्ट हैं, जो डॉक्टर्स हैं, उनसे सलाह मशवरा किया जा रहा है कि बच्चे को क्या देना है, किस तरह से उसे जीवित ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा समय तक रखा जा सके. इसके अलावा ऑक्सीजन लगातार सप्लाई की जा रही है. और
So Satya Vijay, they're getting us those details. So health experts, they're also monitoring the health status of the 8-year-old. All prayers for the 8-year-old who's battling and they're stuck in the borewell for 16 hours. Now we'll slip into a very short break, but more news break to continue on the other side. As winter session commences, Prime Minister Modi expresses concern, asks opposition to maintain decorum.
Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protests here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, the Belagavi Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. The Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu, where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days, they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं, हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? Did you intentionally post fake? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like more. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu, where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days, they have been staging protests.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan, ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Top headlines at 2 p.m. as counting enters its last leg up, nudges ahead as BJP puts up big fight in battleground Delhi.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमेशा एक ही बात कहती थी, कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया. अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उस दर्द का आज इलाज कर दिया.
BJP said to lose 15-year streak as AAP crosses halfway mark in the battle for Delhi MCD. But with Gujarat and Himachal counting down to results, is this mere local cheer ahead of a mega shock for the Aam Aadmi Party is the question.
सभी दल के अध्यक्षों से बहुत ही सानुकूल वातावरण में चर्चा हुई है. सदन से भी वही स्वर उठेगा जो भारत के सामर्थ्य को दुनिया में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए काम आएगा.
Winter session 2022 commences. Prime Minister Modi expresses concern, asks opposition to maintain decorum. Border face-off escalates. Maharashtra suspends state-run bus services to Karnataka. In MP's Betul, operations enter 20th hour as miners still remain stuck in 400 deep borewell. And starting with the latest on Maharashtra-Karnataka border tensions, the latest news coming in that the Maharashtra State Road Transport Corporation has suspended bus services to Karnataka. This, of course, after the border dispute between both states over claims of Belagavi escalated on Tuesday. Of course, this also comes a day after vehicles from Maharashtra entering Karnataka were vandalized as people were seen pelting stones. We'll go across to Sandeep as well, who's there reporting live from Belagavi, but tensions continue to flare up when we talk about the Maharashtra and Karnataka border tensions. Meanwhile, a full-blown political slugfest that has erupted between the two states. In fact, the NCP and Uddhav faction training guns at the Maharashtra government, saying that a tough stand needs to be taken by the Maharashtra government when it comes to border tensions between Maharashtra and Karnataka. We'll go across to Sandeep in just a bit, but the visuals there on your screens right now of how the buses were vandalized and even the pro-Kannada outfit, they're staging a protest. We have Sandeep reporting live. Sandeep, how's the situation looking like? What are the pro-Kannada outfits really saying? That how do they intend to take up the matter and toughen their stand on the border row between the two states?
See, as far as Karnataka and Maharashtra are concerned, now the pressure is being built by Mahavikas Aghadi, the opposition in Maharashtra. In fact, that too on Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis government in Maharashtra. Now, remember the statement given by the Karnataka Chief Minister in regards of the border dispute. After several sets of, war of words between both the states, be it Maharashtra, be it Karnataka, Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, came in and he mentioned that he will be taking this issue with the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and after that statement the things have in fact got settled between both the Chief Minister. Remember, Eknath Shinde camp also is into the border dispute thing and also want that part of the disputed part in Maharashtra, and same is the situation with all the parties. But at this point of time, what we observe is Mahavikas Aghadi, that is Uddhav Thackeray camp, that is Sharad Pawar camp and Congress party, all of them want to politicize this issue. And remember the statement that was given by Sanjay Raut, the statement that was given by Supriya Sule, and one of the most important statement by Sharad Pawar. He mentions that, Samiksha, that if the situation does not settle, then the people in Maharashtra will not keep quiet. So definitely things are gonna get more troublesome for both the Chief Minister. But at this point of time, it will be very much crucial what happens in the courthouse. What are the decisions that will be taken by the Union Home Ministry in regards to this?
Well, absolutely, Sandeep. And talking about the passengers who are at the receiving end, because of course the bus services have been suspended for the time being. What is the word coming in? What are the problems they are facing? Also, the fact that the buses were vandalized yesterday. Were people injured? Were they roughed up as they were trying to travel from Maharashtra to Karnataka?
See, as far as the bus depot is concerned, I have just moved out of that bus depot, but I want to show the situation out here. Now, as the situation had, a violence-like situation had taken place, now the Karnataka government had kept the state on alert, and in fact would request my video journalist Neeraj Sharma to show you the visuals of high security being deployed out there. This is one of the most important center. This is Rani Chinnamma Chowk at Belagavi. This is the most sensitive place, and in fact heavy security is being deployed, if you could see out there. So definitely the security is being deployed, but as far as the passengers are concerned, yes, I have been reporting since morning at that place, and the passengers were in fact very much unhappy with the fact that the ST services, not only with Maharashtra Maharashtra state transport, but also the Karnataka buses, the Karnataka state buses have also been, asked not to go into the border areas of Maharashtra, Samiksha.
Yes, Sandeep, stay with us and we'll play out those reactions as well coming in from the passengers. But talking about the political slugfest that has erupted while the NCP and the Uddhav faction have trained guns at the Maharashtra government, we have a reaction coming in from the Deputy Chief Minister. But before we play out those reactions, we have Deepak Kesarkar joining us on the phone line. Sir, if I can get your quick response to the border tensions which continue to flare up, how is the Maharashtra government tackling the border issue?
Honorable CM has spoken to CM Karnataka, and both of them have agreed to maintain peace in both the states, because the issue is right now in Supreme Court, and whatever Supreme Court decides, it will be binding on both the states. So once this dialogue is started, I hope it would help a lot in resolving the problems, because till the time the decision is made, the border, the people staying in the border areas who are Marathi speaking should get some relief, and through a peaceful dialogue, this relief could come to them.
And sir, the NCP as well as, in fact, Supriya Sule also, while speaking in the parliament today, said that the state government is not doing much. But we also got that reaction from the Deputy Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis, where he said that the state government will be taking up the matter with the Home Minister. If you could give us some more details as to whether this issue will be taken up with the central government as well.
When there is a dispute between two states, and when it comes to law and order, like the trucks of Maharashtra, they were stopped in Karnataka and they were attacked. Such situation should not arise between two states, because in that case the role of central government is there, which acts as a controlling authority for the whole of India. So that's why I feel that since both the Chief Minister have spoken and dialogue is going on, I think this will, what has happened regarding the stoppage of trucks and other things, he has assured that they have taken appropriate acts against them. So I think people should not come on street, peace should be maintained, and peaceful dialogue should be there.
Yes. Well, absolutely. And also, if you could give us some more details as to whether these bus services will continue to remain suspended for the time being in the border, the people who are trying to travel from Maharashtra to Karnataka?
There is one yatra is going on that is called Saundatti Yatra, where lakhs of people travel from Maharashtra to Saundatti, the bordering Belgavi district. So I think that the SP of Kolhapur have spoken to SP Belgavi, and they have assured that all kind of protection would be given to vehicles coming from Maharashtra.
And just last question.
Our departments are coordinating with each other, so I don't think there is any cause of worry.
Well, absolutely. And also, we've been getting reactions from those passengers who have been stranded. Any immediate relief or measures that are being taken to get them to these places where they were trying to reach?
Do you say that few people are stranded in Karnataka?
Yes, sir.
In that case, I'm Guardian Minister of Kolhapur as well. So I'll ask my SP to contact SP Belgavi and see that they are immediately given relief.
All right. Thank you so much. So that was Maharashtra Minister Deepak Kesarkar giving us more details as to how the state government is working to get those people transported to these places where they've been trying to reach. As in fact, after the bus was vandalized in the border area, we'll try and go across to Sandeep again. But as you can see, those are the visuals also coming in at this hour of protests that are taking place simultaneously, not just in Mumbai, but in border areas in Belagavi as well, where protests are... Well, those are the visuals right now coming in and up, crossing the halfway mark. We'll go across to Shivangi and Suyesha as well to get us more details. But as you can see, key huddles there happening simultaneously. The BJP also holding key meetings there, whereas the Aam Aadmi Party also holding these key meeting as a battle for the MCD poll is heating up. We'll go across to our reporters to get us more details, but we understand that these are the live visuals coming in right now of the meetings which are being chaired after post the key meetings which are happening simultaneously. One, the key meeting by the BJP, and on the other hand, the AAP also in a huddle as we speak. But from what we understand, it's a victory there coming in for the Aam Aadmi Party, for the MCD. MCD polls, BJP, they're losing the 15-year streak. Visuals there, of course, of the celebrations taking place by the Aam Aadmi Party workers. So definitely celebrations there happening as we speak after the AAP has won the MCD polls. And talking about the numbers, the AAP there winning 134, the BJP at 103, Congress at 10. And with this, the AAP has crossed the halfway mark and has won the MCD in the national capital. So those are the visuals also coming in right now of the celebrations which are taking place at the AAP headquarters in the national capital, and such scenes in several such places in the national capital where the AAP workers are celebrating post that victory of the Aam Aadmi Party in the national capital. The BJP at 103, the Aam Aadmi Party at 134, Congress at 10, whereas others having bagged 3 seats. So those are the visuals coming in of the celebrations which are taking place as we speak by the Aam Aadmi Party. Visuals coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters in the national capital. Remember, this is MCD polls and BJP has in fact had retained power when we talk about the MCD polls in the national capital for 15 years. But the AAP there emerging victorious in the MCD. We have a reaction coming in from the Punjab Chief Minister as well. Let's listen.
90 सीटों का आम आदमी को फायदा हो रहा है पिछली बार से, और एमसीडी में हम शानदार जीत दर्ज करने वाले हैं। धीरे धीरे रुझान जो हैं वो नतीजों में बदल रहे हैं, और अरविंद केजरीवाल ने पहले 15 साल की कांग्रेस की सत्ता को उखाड़ा था दिल्ली से, अब 15 साल की एमसीडी को भी उखाड़ दिया है। इसका मतलब ये है कि लोग जो हैं वो नफरत की राजनीति को पसंद नहीं करते। लोग स्कूल, अस्पताल, बिजली, सफाई, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को वोट देते हैं। मुझे बोलने दो, बीजेपी बारे में बोल लेना आप। हाँ, बीजेपी आप तो बोलते रहते हो ना। हाँ, थोड़ा आम आदमी पार्टी के बारे में बोल देना।
गुजरात को लेकर क्या आकलन है?
सब अच्छी बातचीत हुई है, नतीजे अच्छे आ रहे हैं, और एमसीडी में हमारी बहुमत आ रहा है। अब दिल्ली की सफाई होगी, असली झाड़ू अब दिल्ली के कूड़ा के पहाड़ों पर चलेगा। सबसे बड़ी पार्टी कहने वाले 7 सीएम यहाँ पे रोड शो कर रहे थे, 450 एमपी रोड शो कर रहे थे। इन्होंने जानबूझकर इकट्ठा रखा कि शायद आम आदमी पार्टी को हम गुजरात में बिजी कर लेंगे या एमसीडी में बिजी कर लेंगे, लेकिन कल वाले नतीजे भी इसी समय मैं आपके पास आऊंगा। कल वाले नतीजों का भी मैं यही रिजल्ट बताऊंगा।
सरकार बनाते हुए नहीं दिखा रहे हैं,
तो एग्जिट पोल तो आज भी हमें कुछ नहीं, मतलब इसका मतलब एग्जिट पोल अभी बीजेपी वाले कह रहे हैं जी एग्जिट पोल पे यकीन नहीं है हमें।
वो कह रहे हैं हम
एक मिनट सर, अभी बीजेपी वाले कह रहे हैं कि एग्जिट पोल गलत निकला, तो कल क्यों नहीं गलत निकलेगा? फिर कल वाला सही निकलेगा है? ऐसा नहीं होता। तो जनता जनार्दन है, लोग बड़े हैं, पब्लिक देखो, लोकतंत्र में लोग बड़े हैं, कोई एग्जिट पोल, कोई सर्वे लोग नहीं बताते इस बात को कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। तो आज की शानदार जीत जो हुई है, क्योंकि मुझे एक इम्पोर्टेंट मीटिंग में जाना है, उसके बाद मैं आऊंगा और जश्न इकट्ठे अरविंद केजरीवाल। यस यस, मैं
जीते हैं उनसे संपर्क किया जाएगा, बीजेपी के नेता कह रहे हैं।
बीजेपी को यही आता है, संपर्क कर लो, अगर खुद नहीं जीते दूसरों के संपर्क कर लो। बीजेपी वाले आम आदमी पार्टी से संपर्क नहीं करते, क्योंकि बिकता वही है जो मार्केट में होता है, जो मार्केट में है ही नहीं, उसकी क्या कीमत लगाओगे?
Going across to Tanisha as well, who's on the field getting us those updates by the minute. Tanisha, for our viewers also, if you could once again take us through the details as to how the numbers stack up as of now.
Well, Samiksha, the numbers seem to have now turned the table, because remember it was at 11 when the BJP was leading, but now we have the Aam Aadmi Party which we see has been leading now, and the margin that the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party has is about 15 to 20 seats, and right now we're also getting to learn that Arvind Kejriwal along with Manish Sisodia, Bhagwat Mann and Sanjay Singh will soon be leaving from Arvind Kejriwal's residence, because remember the meeting had convened at around 9 or 10 in the morning where Swesha was there. Swesha was just reporting right outside Arvind Kejriwal's residence, and the meeting had convened soon after the early trends had started coming in. The trends, remember, had a hairline competition between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. Congress, meanwhile, did not seem close anywhere. It was stuck on a single digit, and it barely managed to open its account. But now we are getting to know, as soon as now, because it's almost noon, the picture is getting clear. The puzzle that was scattered is now getting clear, and it seems the Aam Aadmi Party will end the hegemony that the BJP had in the national capital when it comes to the MCD elections, because remember 15 years is the time since when the BJP has been ruling, and soon after they could celebrate their victory of the 4th consecutive year, Aam Aadmi Party has been showing to win this battle of the MCD elections, which remember is very, very crucial, because if they win this, if the Aam Aadmi Party, as the early trends suggest, wins this MCD elections, almost half of the power of Delhi will be in Aam Aadmi Party's hand, because remember right now they are stuck with 1/3 of the power of Delhi. Samiksha.
Yes, Tanisha, stay with us. Reaction coming in from Aap Sanjay Singh as well. Let's listen.
सत्रह केंद्रीय मंत्री और दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी चुनाव लड़ रही थी अपना 15 साल पुराना गढ़ बचाने के लिए। दूसरी तरफ दिल्ली का बेटा, दिल्ली के लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल चुनाव लड़ रहे थे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमेशा एक ही बात कहती थी, कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उस दर्द का आज इलाज कर दिया। 15 साल पुराने किले को अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी ने आज ध्वस्त किया है, कूड़ा राज को खत्म किया है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के एमसीडी के भ्रष्टाचार के राज को खत्म किया है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी डर्टी पॉलिटिक्स को दिल्ली की जनता ने अपने वोट की ताकत से जवाब दिया है। वो पॉलिटिक्स जिसमें मनीष सिसोदिया पे फर्जी आरोप, सत्येंद्र जैन पे फर्जी आरोप, रोज फर्जी वीडियो जारी करना, रोज बेबुनियाद और निराधार आरोप लगाना, दिल्ली की जनता ने कहा उनका बेटा अरविंद केजरीवाल कट्टर ईमानदार है, आम आदमी पार्टी कट्टर ईमानदार है। जितनी साजिशें कर सकते हो करो, जितनी गिरफ्तारियां कर सकते हो करो, जितना उत्पीड़न कर सकते हो करो, अपने वोट की ताकत से दिल्ली की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जवाब दिया है। और मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि ये जीत
So, celebrations there in full swing at the AAP headquarters in the national capital. With this, the BJP will be losing the 15-year streak in the national capital in the MCD. Local polls and AAP celebrations which have begun in full swing.
अध्यक्षों से बहुत ही सानुकूल वातावरण में चर्चा हुई है। सदन से भी वही स्वर उठेगा जो भारत के सामर्थ्य को दुनिया में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए काम आएगा।
As the winter session begins, the Prime Minister expresses concern, asks opposition to maintain decorum. And in MP, operation enters 20th hour as miners still remain stuck in a 400 feet borewell.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? Did you intentionally post fake? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like more. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is the day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protests.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran Taran. Post that the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah's statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, the Belagavi Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva
News in brief, the winter session of the parliament has commenced. This will be 17 working days, and the winter session will go on till the 29th of December. However, the Data Protection Bill and bills to amend the Banking Act, Insolvency Law and other and the Competition Commission Act have not been included in the legislative business list for the session. Reportedly, 16 new bills such as the Trademarks Amendment Bill and the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Bill will be tabled. Some of the bills have already been passed by either of the houses or have been reviewed by parliamentary committees and will be taken to the next level. On the eve of the winter session of Parliament, Deputy Leader of BJP in the Lok Sabha, Rajnath Singh, and the Defence Mantri Rajnath Singh sought cooperation from the opposition for smooth conduct of the proceedings in the Parliament. A very short break, but as the Maharashtra-Karnataka border row escalates, we'll get you live coverage from Belagavi.
A movement transforming millions of lives in rural Maharashtra. An initiative empowering communities to transform their own lives. A journey that is changing the face of rural India.
A holistic area where we want to make impact across everything that affects people's life, with the holy grail being livelihood to sort of empower them.
Catch the stories of aspiration on Swadesh Foundation's Swa Se Bane Desh this weekend only on Republic TV.
Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, Belagavi, Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained that you had sent out? Did you intentionally post fake? Did you pay it? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like more. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran. Post that the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning.
Top headlines at 2:30 as counting enters its last leg. Up nudges ahead as BJP puts up big fight in battleground Delhi. BJP loses 15-year streak as AAP crosses halfway mark in the battle for Delhi MCD. But with Gujarat and Himachal counting down to results, is this mere local cheer ahead of mega shock for the Aam Aadmi Party is a question.
के अध्यक्षों से बहुत ही सानुकूल वातावरण में चर्चा हुई है. सदन से भी वही स्वर उठेगा जो भारत के सामर्थ्य को दुनिया में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए काम आएगा.
As winter session commences, Prime Minister expresses concern, asks opposition to maintain decorum. Border face-off escalates. Maharashtra suspends state-run bus services to Karnataka. And in Madhya Pradesh, rescue operations enter 20th hour as miners still remain stuck in a 400 feet borewell. And straight up starting with Newsbreak coming in, the Enforcement Directorate has filed charge sheet against TMC MLA and former President of West Bengal Board of Primary Education Manik Bhattacharya in the teachers recruitment scam case. So that's the big news break coming in this hour. The ED having filed its charge sheet against Manik Bhattacharya in the teachers recruitment scam, which amounts to crores of rupees. We'll go across to Shravan as well to get us more details of this charge sheet that has been filed by the Enforcement Directorate against Manik Bhattacharya. But that's a news break coming in, the charge sheet that has been filed in connection with the teachers recruitment scam case. All right, we'll connect to Shravan in just a bit, but this is the SSC recruitment scam in relation to which the ED has filed its charge sheet against Manik Bhattacharya, in which ED will put forth its strong case against Manik Bhattacharya, the TMC Neta. So the news break coming in this hour that the ED having filed its charge sheet in the SSC recruitment scam. We also have Mayuk from the Bangla newsroom joining us. Mayuk, if you could give us more details of this charge sheet that has been filed by the ED against Manik Bhattacharya.
Well, Trinamool Neta and also the MLA from Nadia, Manik Bhattacharya, is one of the conspirators and the accused in this recruitment scam. And this charge sheet may give a big lead in this entire recruitment scam because of the fact that earlier also several times allegations against Manik Bhattacharya was that he was taking money in exchange of recruitment and for the admission in B.Ed colleges, that is Bachelor of Education degree colleges. He was taking money from each of the students, 500 rupees from each of the students of Bengal. So you can imagine the level of allegations against Manik Bhattacharya. And Manik Bhattacharya used to work hand in gloves with Partha Chatterjee, the former education minister of Bengal. So obviously Manik Bhattacharya's charge sheet is going to give more lead in this recruitment scam. Back to the studios.
Well, absolutely. Mayuk, stay with us. If you could, once again give us more details of this scam, because we understand that the Supreme Court had earlier granted protection to Manik Bhattacharya till the October 10th. But now with the ED having filed its charge sheet and that date, the deadline also having come to an end, it seems that the trouble is only mounting for Manik Bhattacharya. Thank you for the moment. So Mayuk there, the senior editor from the Bangla newsroom, getting us more details on the ED charge sheet that has been filed against Manik Bhattacharya. And newsbreak coming in, updates on the rescue operations which are underway as we speak in MP's Betul district, where an 8-year-old is stuck for over 20 hours now. So rescue operations that continue to pull out the 8-year-old who's stuck in the borewell. We have Satya Vijay reporting live, joining us live from the rescue operations site. Satya Vijay, if you could give us more details about the health status of the 8-year-old who's stuck in the borewell.
जी हाँ, देखिए मध्य प्रदेश के बैतूल के मंडावी गांव में ये दर्दनाक हादसा हुआ है। तन्मय, जिसकी उम्र करीब 8 साल है, वो बोरवेल में गिर गया था। खेलते खेलते ये हादसा हुआ। इसके बाद से रेस्क्यू लगातार, देखिए यहाँ पर टीम जो है लगातार कर रही है। 20 घंटे से ज्यादा हो चुका है रेस्क्यू करते हुए। यहाँ पर एनडीआरएफ, एसडीआरएफ, जिला प्रशासन के साथ साथ टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट और जो मेडिकल एक्सपर्ट हैं वो लोग भी मौजूद हैं। और जो बोरवेल है जिसमें कि तन्मय फंसा है, उसको ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई की जा रही है जिससे कि उसकी जान बचाई जा सके। मैं इसके दूसरी तरफ उसके परिवार से आपकी बात कराने की कोशिश करता हूं। जो तन्मय के परिवार के लोग हैं वो कल शाम से ही काफी दुखी हैं, घबराए हुए हैं और वो लगातार मिन्नतें कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द उनका जो बच्चा है उसे सकुशल निकाला जा सके। तन्मय के पिता मेरे साथ हैं, मैं उनसे बात करता हूँ। क्या अभी तक कोई अपडेट आपको मिला? क्या बोल रही है टीम यहाँ पे जो रेस्क्यू?
बस अभी तो बोल रहे, अभी कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे। अभी पता ही नहीं चल रहा कुछ क्या हो रहा है। बोल रहे हैं बस थोड़ा सा वेट करो बोल रहे हैं अभी, है ना।
प्रशासन के लोगों ने बताया मूवमेंट वगैरह के बारे में, जो कैमरे से वो देख? भगवान से तो आप दुआ कर ही रहे होंगे, प्रे कर
बैठे हैं, दुआ कर रहे हैं कि सब लोग दुआ कर रहे हैं, भाई लोग बंदे सब, कि बस
ये तन्मय का परिवार है, उनके पिता हैं, उनकी मम्मी और बाकी लोग भी यहाँ पर हैं। और इन लोगों का यही कहना है कि इन तक कोई जानकारी फिल्टर होकर नहीं आ पा रही है। स्पष्ट तौर पर कोई कुछ नहीं बता रहा है, लेकिन ये लोग कल शाम 5 बजे से इसी तरह घटना।
बधाई और शुभकामनाएं दिल्ली की जनता ने पूरे देश को संदेश दिया है। दिल्ली की जनता ने पूरे देश को बताने का काम किया है कि उनके बेटे अरविंद केजरीवाल का अगर उत्पीड़न करोगे, फर्जी मुकदमे लिखोगे, तो तुमको चुनाव में अपने वोट की ताकत से पराजित करके जवाब देने का काम करेंगे। कितने मुकदमे लिखे, कितने फर्जी आरोप लगाए, कितने छापेमारी की, कितना उत्पीड़न किया, लेकिन पूरी दिल्ली ने मिलकर एक स्वर में कहा उनका बेटा अरविंद केजरीवाल कट्टर ईमानदार है और आम आदमी पार्टी कट्टर ईमानदार पार्टी है। भाजपा के लोगों के मन में एक ही दर्द रहता था, कहते थे हमेशा कांग्रेस को हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया। उस दर्द की दवा दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल ने कर दी। 15 साल से जहां पर बीजेपी का राज था, उस किले को ध्वस्त करने का काम अरविंद केजरीवाल और आम आदमी पार्टी ने किया। दिल्ली के अंदर अभी मैं भाजपाइयों को सुन रहा था, अभी भी कह रहे हैं मेयर हमारा होगा। 20-25 सीटें कम है और हमारी सीटें बहुमत से ज्यादा, काफी ज्यादा हैं, फिर भी कह रहे हैं मेयर हमारा होगा। दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी बेशर्म पार्टी है भारतीय जनता पार्टी, जो वो खुद ही कह रही है कि वो भारतीय खोखा पार्टी है, खोखा पार्टी है। इसलिए दिल्ली में मेयर भी आम आदमी पार्टी का होगा और दिल्ली के कूड़े के पहाड़ पर, दिल्ली के कूड़ा राज पर, एमसीडी के भ्रष्टाचार के राज पर दिल्ली की जनता ने झाड़ू चलाने का काम किया है, झाड़ू चलाने का काम किया है। मैं फिर से एक बार आप सबको हृदय की गहराइयों से बधाई देते हुए ये कहना चाहता हूं कि दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी के लोगों, अहंकार में मत रहो। 400 सांसद तुमने दिल्ली में लगाए, मोदी जी, अमित शाह जी की फोटो लगाई, नड्डा जी को चुनाव का प्रभार दिया, 17 केंद्रीय मंत्री और 8 मुख्यमंत्री लगाए, बावजूद इसके दिल्ली के बेटे को, अरविंद केजरीवाल को दिल्ली की जनता ने जिताया। और देखिए मजेदार बात, अभी एक चैनल पे मैं एक भाजपाई को सुन रहा था, कह रहे थे हाँ इतने % वोट अरे भैया, पिछले चुनाव के मुकाबले 80 सीट बीजेपी हारी है, 80 सीट, और पिछले चुनाव के मुकाबले में 80 सीट ज्यादा जीते, 80 सीट ज्यादा जीते। ये बहुत बड़ी जीत है। एक बार जोरदार नारा हम लोग लगाएंगे, अरविंद केजरीवाल, अरविंद केजरीवाल, अरविंद केजरीवाल, दिल्ली का लाल, दिल्ली का लाल, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद संजय भैया। अब मैं निवेदन करूंगा दिल्ली प्रदेश के अध्यक्ष और दिल्ली सरकार में कैबिनेट मंत्री आदरणीय गोपाल राय जी से कि वो हम सबको संबोधित करें। जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करिए गोपाल राय जी का। भारत माता की।
वैसे तो हाथ ऊपर करने के लिए जगह नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी मां भारती के जितने बेटे बेटियां यहां उपस्थित हैं, दोनों हाथ की मुट्ठियां बांध करके हाथ ऊपर करेंगे। सब लोगों का हाथ ऊपर होना चाहिए, पूरी ताकत के साथ बोलेंगे, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। इनकलाब, इनकलाब, वंदे, वंदे। दोस्तों, आज दिल्ली के लोगों ने जो इतिहास रचा है, यह इतिहास दिल्ली के अंदर से जो एक नई शुरुआत हुई है। लोग कहते हैं बात निकलेगी तो दूर तलक जाएगी। अब तक पूरे देश के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो ये रट लगा रही थी, केजरीवाल तो कांग्रेस को हराते हैं, केजरीवाल तो कांग्रेस को हराते हैं। दिल्ली वालों ने आज ये संदेश दिया है, अरविंद केजरीवाल, कांग्रेस हो या भाजपा, अगर जनता का काम नहीं करोगे, बेईमानी करोगे, लिंटर वसूली करोगे, तो भ्रष्टाचार का एक ही काल है, उसका नाम है, आप जानते हो, मार्च के महीने में एमसीडी का चुनाव होने वाला था। यहां हमारे बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट जो जीत कर आए, मार्च के महीने में गली गली में गर्मी में कोई ऐसा चप्पा चप्पा नहीं था जहां पर आप सब लोग जनता के बीच में नहीं गए थे। आज जो परिणाम निकला, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने सर्वे कराया, सर्वे में उस समय भाजपा हार रही थी। भाजपा ने, आपको याद होगा, देश के अंदर पहली घटना है जब चुनाव आयोग ने चुनाव घोषणा के लिए प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस बुलाई और आधे घंटे पहले होम मिनिस्ट्री से फोन आता है अमित शाह जी का, और चुनाव की घोषणा के लिए जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस बुलाई गई थी उसमें चुनाव आयुक्त कहते हैं कि चुनाव टाल दिया गया। हार के डर से एकीकरण का बहाना बनाया गया, चुनाव से भागी भाजपा। उसके बाद भाजपा ने षड्यंत्र रचा, कैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल को बदनाम किया जाए, हमारे मंत्री को जेल के अंदर डाल दिया, मनीष सिसोदिया जी के ऊपर घर पर छापा मारा, बैंक में छापा मारा, गांव में छापा मारा, देश के अंदर चप्पे चप्पे पर छापा मार करके खंगाला गया। डेली बदनाम करने की, अपमानित करने की कोशिश की गई, बीजेपी भागती रही। फिर उसे लगा अब तो अरविंद केजरीवाल गुजरात में बिजी है, इसलिए चुनाव का दांव चल दो। भाजपा वालों, तुम भागते रहे, भागते रहे, भागते रहे। जनता ने तुम्हें अस्थायी तौर पर दिल्ली से, एमसीडी से भगा दिया है और जनता ने यह फैसला ले लिया है। कूड़े का नाम लेते ही करंट लगता था इनको, चाहे वो भाजपा का राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नड्डा जी हो और चाहे गली के अंदर भाजपा का कैंडिडेट हो। जनता ज्यों कूड़े का नाम लेती थी त्यों वो तिहाड़ का वीडियो लेकर के आते थे। ज्यों जनता कूड़े का पहाड़ का नाम लेती थी, वो जो मनीष सिसोदिया जी का लिस्ट लेकर आते थे। इतने का घोटाला हो गया, इतने का घोटाला हो गया। भाजपाइयों, दिल्ली वाले ने फैसला कर दिया, अरविंद केजरीवाल, मनीष सिसोदिया, सत्येंद्र जैन, आम आदमी पार्टी ने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया। तुम्हारे पार्षदों ने लिंटर में वसूली की, लिंटर में भ्रष्टाचार किया, उसका ये लिए जो जनता ने जवाब दिया है। इसलिए आपसे कहना चाहता हूं, साथियों, दिल्ली के लोगों ने हम लोगों के ऊपर एक बड़ी जिम्मेदारी दी है। दिल्ली के लोगों ने आम आदमी पार्टी पर, आपके ऊपर भरोसा करके एक बड़ी जिम्मेदारी दी है। भाजपाई कह रहे हैं जीत तो आम आदमी पार्टी को दिया है जनता ने, मेयर हम बनाएंगे। भाजपा के लोगों को चैलेंज देकर कहना चाहता हूं, तुम्हारे हर षड्यंत्र का मुकाबला पहले भी किया है और तुम्हारे हर षड्यंत्र का मुकाबला अब भी करेंगे। याद होगा भाजपाइयों को, जब पहली बार हम लोग 28 सीट जीत करके आए थे, 28 सीट जब पहली बार जीत करके आए थे, बहुमत हमारे पास नहीं था, लेकिन एक साल तक हमारे विधायकों को खरीदने के लिए रगड़ मारते रहे, रगड़ मारते रहे, रगड़ मारते रहे। बाल का बांका नहीं हुआ। परिणाम क्या निकला जब चुनाव हुआ? 68 सीट आम आदमी पार्टी जीत करके आई, 68 सीट। ये धमकी दे रहे हैं, हम धमकियों से तुम्हारे डरते नहीं है। अरे तुम्हें हमें जेल में डाल दो, मुकदमे जितना मर्जी उतना लगा लो, जितना मर्जी उतना बदनाम कर लो, हम न झुकने वाले हैं न मिटने वाले हैं। कल भी आंख से आंख मिला करके आपसे लड़ते थे और
की बहुत बहुत बधाई। यहाँ खड़े सभी साथियों को, दिल्ली के सभी कार्यकर्ताओं को, आम आदमी पार्टी के देश भर के कार्यकर्ताओं को, सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई। और साथ साथ दिल्ली की जनता को बहुत बहुत दिल की गहराइयों से धन्यवाद, क्योंकि उन्होंने 15 साल की भ्रष्ट भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार को हटाकर ईमानदार, कट्टर ईमानदार केजरीवाल जी के नेतृत्व में एमसीडी में भी आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनाने के लिए बहुमत दिया है। इसके लिए दिल्ली की जनता को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। यहाँ बैठे, यहाँ आए हुए बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट्स में देख रहा हूँ, आप सबको भी, सभी एमएलएज को, सभी कार्यकर्ताओं को खूब खूब बधाई। आज दिल्ली ने सिर्फ केजरीवाल जी को जिताने का मैंडेट नहीं दिया, बल्कि 15 साल से एमसीडी को लूट रही और दिल्ली की जनता को लूट रही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हराने का मैंडेट दिया है। आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने आप को दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी कहती है, 15 साल से भारतीय जनता पार्टी एमसीडी की सत्ता में थी, उसको बाहर करके दिल्ली के लोगों ने केजरीवाल जी को मौका दिया है। ये सिर्फ जीत नहीं है, ये सिर्फ जीत नहीं है, बल्कि एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है। दिल्ली को साफ करने की जिम्मेदारी, दिल्ली को चमकाने की जिम्मेदारी, दिल्ली के एक एक गली को शानदार करने की जिम्मेदारी। तो मैं इसके लिए सभी कार्यकर्ताओं की ओर से हमको लीड करने के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को भी धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने विजन से, अपने कार्य से, अपने दूरदृष्टि से देश को एक ऐसी राजनीति दी है जिससे लोग काम की राजनीति को वोट करते हैं। मैं आगे के लिए अब अपने भाई और पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री मानजोग भगवंत मान जी को बुलाना चाहता हूं, वो भी अपने 2 शब्द यहां पे रखें।
बहुत बहुत बधाई मेरी तरफ से भी। इनकलाब भारत माता की वंदे। मैं आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि इलेक्शन लड़ते नेता हैं लेकिन फाइनल जनता करती है, तो जनता जीत गई। आज 15 साल बाद एमसीडी में जनता जीत गई, नेता हार गए। आपने अपने दोस्तों को, अपने बड़े छोटे भाइयों को जिताया। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने कहा था कि मुझे एमसीडी भी दे दो, मैं ये भी ठीक कर दूंगा। देखो, दिल्ली को देश का दिल कहा जाता है और आम आदमी पार्टी 10 साल की हुई अभी 26 नवंबर को, और दिल्ली आम आदमी पार्टी ने दिल्ली भी जीती है और दिल भी जीते हैं। हुकूमत वो करते हैं जिनका दिलों पर राज होता है। यूं कहने को तो मुर्गे के सर पे भी ताज होता है। तो आप लोगों ने हमारे दिल जीते हैं। जिस तरीके से आप लोगों ने बाहर आके वोट किया, आपने विश्वास जताया, चाहे वो दिल्ली में हो, 3री बार 4थी बार हो गया अब तो एमसीडी, पंजाब में हो, और कल शाम तक आपको गुजरात में भी ऐसा नहीं। आज एक प्रवक्ता बीजेपी का पत्रकार कोई था, वो प्रवक्ता ही होते हैं उनके, तो कह रहे जी, बीजेपी वाले कह रहे हैं आज का जो पोल एग्जिट पोल वो गलत साबित हो गया, जो 170 180 बोल रहे थे वो नहीं आई। मैंने कहा अच्छा चलो, आज वाला गलत साबित हो गया तो कल वाला गलत साबित नहीं हो सकता? जो कल होगा वो भी गलत साबित होगा। गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी को बहुत बड़ा चमत्कार आपको देखने के लिए मिलेगा। कल सुबह जैसे आज उठे होंगे 6 बजे, इधर उधर तैयारी की, 8 बजे टीवी लगाया, 4 बजे उठे, है ना? कल भी उतने बजे उठना है, और कल जब 8:15 बजेंगे आपको, नहीं वैसे तो ये जो मीडिया है ना, सभी नहीं, सभी नहीं, जो आए हैं इनकी हिम्मत को भी दा देता हूं। धन्यवाद भाई साहब। आ तो गए यहां, वो इतने वफादार हैं कि रुझानों तक, एंड तक उनकी बात ही करते हैं, लेकिन परिणामों तक नहीं कर सकते ना। वो तो फिर बताने ही पड़ेंगे। रुझानों तक एक चैनल देखा आज मैंने, वो 3 बार, उसकी एंकर जो थी, 3 बार उसने बधाई दी बीजेपी को, बीजेपी आ गई है, बीजेपी। अरे यार, मैंने कहा ये क्या हो रहा है? जब आपको करिए नहीं 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 ये आंकड़े तो गलत थे, तो अब क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? हद है, हद है, हद है, हद है, हद है। कोई बात नहीं, हमारा मीडिया तो ये बैठा है। और मैं आपको दिल से बधाई देना चाहता हूं। और जो राजनीति की दशा और दिशा बदलने के लिए रामलीला ग्राउंड से पार्टी निकली, अरविंद जी निकले, वो काफिला बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा हो रहा है। देखिए, हम वादे नहीं करते, हम गारंटियां देते हैं कि 1 जुलाई से हमने गारंटी दी थी। 1 जुलाई से पंजाब में बिजली के बिल हमने फ्री किए। 75 लाख मीटर हैं, उसमें से 61 लाख मीटरों को बिजली का बिल 0 आया जी। और अगला दिसंबर का बिल 67 लाख, जो 67 वाला हमारा आंकड़ा नहीं है, जब पहली बार 70 से जीते थे, 67 लाख घरों को 0 बिल आएगा। जनवरी का नए साल का तोहफा पंजाबियों के लिए ये होगा आम आदमी पार्टी का, 71 लाख घरों को 0 बिल आएगा सर।
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is the day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protests.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran. Post that, the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah's statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protests here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, Belagavi, Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. The Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
इतनी बड़ी जीत के लिए, इतनी शानदार जीत के लिए, इतने बड़े बदलाव के लिए, इतने बड़े परिवर्तन के लिए मैं दिल्ली के लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं। मैं दिल्ली के लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने बेटे को, अपने भाई को इस लायक समझा लोगों ने शिक्षा की जिम्मेदारी दी, स्कूलों की जिम्मेदारी दी। हमने रात दिन मेहनत करके स्कूल ठीक किए। लाखों करोड़ों बच्चों का भविष्य बनाया। लोगों ने हमें अस्पतालों की जिम्मेदारी दी। हमने रात दिन मेहनत करके अस्पताल ठीक किए, लोगों के इलाज का इंतजाम किया, अच्छे इलाज का इंतजाम किया। लोगों ने हमें बिजली की जिम्मेदारी दी। हमने बिजली ठीक की, बिजली मुफ्त की, 24 घंटे बिजली की। आज दिल्ली के लोगों ने अपने बेटे को, अपने भाई को दिल्ली की सफाई करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है, भ्रष्टाचार दूर करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है, पार्कों को ठीक करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है। कई सारी जिम्मेदारियां आज दी हैं। इतना प्यार दिया आपने, इतना विश्वास किया आपने मेरे ऊपर, इसके लिए मैं आपका ऋण कभी नहीं चुका सकता। मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा रात दिन मेहनत करके आपके इस भरोसे को कायम रखूं, ऐसी मेरी हमेशा कोशिश रहेगी। आई लव यू टू। जितने कैंडिडेट्स जीते हैं उन सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। आम आदमी पार्टी वाले जो जीते हैं उनको भी बधाई, जीते उनको भी बधाई, निर्दलीय जो जीते उनको भी बधाई, और जो हारे हैं उनसे मैं निवेदन करना चाहता हूं कि मायूस मत होना। दिल्ली को ठीक करने में हम आपका भी सहयोग लेंगे। अब अपने को सबको मिलके काम करना है। मेरी सबसे अपील है सभी कैंडिडेट से, सभी पार्टियों से, कि बस राजनीति आज तक की थी, आज तक जितनी राजनीति करनी थी कर ली। अब अपने को सबको मिलके काम करना है, सबको मिलके दिल्ली ठीक करनी है। इसमें मैं बीजेपी का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, इसमें मैं कांग्रेस का भी सहयोग चाहता हूं, मैं सबका सहयोग चाहता हूं। सबके सहयोग से हम दिल्ली को ठीक करेंगे, सब मिलके दिल्ली को ठीक करेंगे। 250 के 250 पार्षद जो चुन के आए हैं, मैं अब उनसे निवेदन करता हूं कि आप किसी पार्टी के पार्षद नहीं, अब आप दिल्ली के पार्षद हैं, मिलके दिल्ली को ठीक करें। और आज के बाद से मैं सभी पार्टियों का भी सहयोग की अपेक्षा करता हूं कि हम सारी पार्टियों को साथ लेके चलेंगे। जिन लोगों ने हमें वोट दिया उनका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। जिन्होंने वोट नहीं दिया उनको मैं कहना चाहता हूं पहले आपके काम कराएंगे, फिर दूसरों के काम कराएंगे। हमें दिल्ली को ठीक करने में सबके सहयोग की जरूरत है, और खासकर हमें केंद्र सरकार की मदद भी चाहिए, केंद्र सरकार का सहयोग भी चाहिए। हम आज इस मंच के जरिए से मैं केंद्र सरकार से भी और खासकर प्रधानमंत्री जी से भी दिल्ली को ठीक करने के लिए आशीर्वाद चाहता हूं कि उनका भी, प्रधानमंत्री जी का भी और केंद्र सरकार का भी आशीर्वाद हमें चाहिए। अब दिल्ली को साफ करना है, कूड़ा ठीक करना है कि नहीं करना है? इसमें सबकी ड्यूटी लगेगी, बच्चों की भी ड्यूटी लगेगी, महिलाओं की भी ड्यूटी लगेगी, बुजुर्गों की भी ड्यूटी लगेगी, युवाओं की भी ड्यूटी लगेगी। अकेले हमसे नहीं होगा। दिल्ली के 2 करोड़, अपना ये परिवार है ना, मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ, अपने दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोगों का परिवार है। 2 करोड़ लोग हम सारे मिलकर दिल्ली की सफाई करेंगे। अपने को भ्रष्टाचार भी दूर करना है। अभी तक जो सारा सिस्टम चल रहा था, लूटपाट का, लेंटर पे पैसे लेने का, ये सब खत्म करना है। अपने को जैसे दिल्ली सरकार साफ सुथरी करी हमने, दिल्ली सरकार के अंदर अब भ्रष्टाचार नहीं होता, ऐसे ही अब नगर निगम को भी साफ करना है। सारे हमारी तरफ देख रहे हैं, बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है। और दिल्ली के लोगों ने तो पूरे देश को एक मैसेज दिया है, सारे देश को एक मैसेज दिया है। क्या मैसेज है? मेरे पास बहुत लोग आते हैं, बड़े बड़े नेता, कई कई सालों के नेता, पुरानी पार्टियों वाले सब कहते हैं केजरीवाल जी आप जो करते हो इससे वोट नहीं मिलते। वोट लेने के लिए, राजनीति करने के लिए थोड़ा सा गाली गलौज करनी पड़ती है, तू मैं करनी पड़ती है। मैं आज आप सब लोगों को कहना चाहता हूं, हम गाली गलौज करने नहीं आए। हम शरीफों की पार्टी है, हम अच्छे लोगों की पार्टी है। जब भी कोई आम आदमी पार्टी वाले को देखे तो उसके मन में श्रद्धा जागनी चाहिए, उसके मन में एक रिस्पेक्ट होनी चाहिए, आम आदमी पार्टी वाला है। हमें कोई कितना भी उकसाए, हमें गाली गलौज नहीं करना, हमें नेगेटिव राजनीति नहीं करनी। लोग कहते हैं कि आप ये स्कूल बनवाते हो, अस्पताल बनवाते हो, इससे वोट थोड़ी मिलती है। आज दिल्ली के लोगों ने सारे देश को मैसेज दिया है कि स्कूल और अस्पताल से भी वोट मिलती है। अगर हम स्कूल और अस्पताल नहीं बनाएंगे, सड़क ठीक नहीं करेंगे, बिजली ठीक नहीं करेंगे, पानी ठीक नहीं करेंगे, गाली गलौज करते रहेंगे तो देश की तरक्की कैसे होगी? देश की तरक्की तो असल मुद्दों से होगी ना, जो आम आदमी पार्टी उठा रही है। आज दिल्ली में चौथा चुनाव जीते हम, स्कूल, अस्पताल, बिजली, पानी मुद्दों के। तो दिल्ली के लोगों ने आज इस देश के अंदर एक बहुत बड़ा मैसेज दिया है कि पॉजिटिव राजनीति करो, नेगेटिव राजनीति बंद कर दो। हमने पूरा चुनाव हमने पॉजिटिव तरीके से राजनीति की, मुद्दों की राजनीति की। हम जनता में जाके क्या कहते हैं? हम ये कहते हैं जी हमने आपके बच्चों के लिए स्कूल बना दिया, हमको वोट दो। हम ये कहते हैं जी हमने आपके परिवार के लिए इलाज का इंतजाम कर दिया, हमको वोट दो। हम गाली गलौज तो नहीं करते, दूसरों के साथ मारपीट तो नहीं करते, झूठे झूठे इल्जाम तो नहीं लगाते। तो ये पॉजिटिव राजनीति को आगे लेके जाना है, और मेरा दिल कहता है कि जैसे जैसे देश के अंदर ये पॉजिटिव राजनीति बढ़ेगी, हमारे देश को दुनिया का नंबर 1 देश बनाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता। और यही है जो देश को आगे बढ़ाएगा। गाली गलौज से देश आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा, गुंडागर्दी से, लफंगई से, मारपीट से देश आगे नहीं बढ़ने वाला। 75 साल बीत गए इस देश को, 75 साल में हम पीछे रह गए। अब टाइम नहीं है, जनता बड़ी बेचैन हो रही है। अब अगर अपने को, अपने देश को आगे ले जाना है, पॉजिटिव राजनीति करनी पड़ेगी, विकास की राजनीति करनी पड़ेगी। स्कूल, अस्पताल, बिजली, पानी, ये असल मुद्दे हैं जिसकी वजह से देश परेशान है, इनकी राजनीति करनी पड़ेगी। मैं फिर से दिल्ली के लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं, और साथ सबको एक चीज और कहना चाहता हूं, अहंकार मत करना। बड़े बड़े सत्ता गिर गए हैं अहंकार से, अहंकार कभी मत करना। कई सारे आप में से काउंसलर बने हो, कई सारे आप में से एमएलए भी बने हो, कई सारे आज मान साहब भी खड़े हैं, पंजाब के हमारे मंत्रीगण भी सुन रहे होंगे। उन सबको मैं कहना चाहता हूं, कोई अहंकार मत करना। अगर हमने अहंकार किया तो ऊपर वाला, जनता माफ करे ना, ऊपर वाला कभी माफ नहीं करेगा। आपके पतन सबका है। भारत माता की।
सभी जो कैंडिडेट्स जीते यहाँ पर आए हैं, सभी लोग अपने अपने क्षेत्र में जाएंगे, वहाँ जनता से मिलेंगे और वहाँ जो है लोगों के साथ जो है अपने जश्न मनाएंगे। लेकिन 1-2 दिन में फिर हम बैठेंगे।
So there you heard the Delhi Chief Minister as well as those AAP leaders who are ecstatic and euphoric after winning the MCD polls, but at the same time it has lost in their strongholds. BJP sweeping Sisodia's stronghold when we talk about the MCD polls. Talking about the numbers for the BJP, it's 104. For the Aam Aadmi Party, it's 134. So crossing the halfway mark. Congress, meanwhile, seems to be completely decimated, has been in fact decimated in the national capital. Others, meanwhile, bagging 3 seats. So that's the number there. On your screens, BJP with 104, the Aam Aadmi Party crossing the halfway mark with 134. Congress with a single digit there at number 9, and those were the remarks that are coming in from the Delhi Chief Minister, Bhagwant Mann, the Punjab Chief Minister, as well as Manish Sisodia there showing victory signs and saying that it's not a victory but a responsibility that has been entrusted on the Delhi government, on the Aam Aadmi Party, with the Aam Aadmi Party emerging victorious in the MCD and getting the mandate of the people. So those are the visuals there coming in live from the AAP headquarters in the national capital. You can see Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, and Kejriwal also speaking. But we have the first reaction from the BJP coming in. Shehzad Poonawalla joining us. Your first thoughts on the Aam Aadmi Party winning the MCD, but at the same time BJP sweeping Sisodia's stronghold.
Sisodia's area, but in fact Satendra Jain, Kailash Gehlot, Amanatullah Khan and even Haji Yunus. So all the areas of the ministers and the areas which were riot affected, all of them have voted decisively against the Aam Aadmi Party, clearly saying that this is a rejection of the politics of corruption. It is a rejection of the politics of Tushtikaran that the Aam Aadmi Party has done over the last 8 years. And therefore, if you see from 2020 to now, their vote share has actually come down from 54% to 42%, whereas the BJP's vote share has gone up in every election. BJP is the only party where it has gained vote percentage in every successive election for every relative segment. So I think these are things that the Aam Aadmi Party has to confront with, that the people of Delhi have sent a resounding message against the Bhrashtachar of the 8-year government of Aam Aadmi Party. They were till last evening saying 25 seats BJP won't cross. Arvind Kejriwal is on record saying that 20 seats se upar nahi milegi BJP Delhi ko. What happened to those statements? So clearly we are humble. The people of Delhi have spoken. We respect the mandate. Congratulations to those who have technically won this election. But having said that, there is a huge message that is underlining the results. And I think the Aam Aadmi Party must wake up and smell the coffee.
But Shehzad Poonawalla, would you agree that there are definitely issues that the BJP will have to introspect upon as to where are the areas where the BJP probably did not work as much, which is why it did not get that mandate which the Aam Aadmi Party has received?
Oh, of course. Of course, every election is a learning for any party. No person or party can say that we will not take a lesson from any election, whether you win or lose. Having said that, look, 15 years we have got an opportunity to serve the people of Delhi. After 15 years, the only difference between Aam Aadmi Party and BJP is about 22 odd seats. So, it doesn't really mean that the Aam Aadmi Party has swept it, has got a landslide. The people of Delhi have said that they continue to have faith in the work done by the BJP. Aam Aadmi Party, which is a party which has been serving the state for 8 years, hasn't been able to deliver the promises. Had it been a one-sided landslide, like they were predicting till last evening, the results would have been very different. That's clearly not the case. And therefore, while there is a learning for us, and of course we will take cognizance of that, there is a bigger learning for the Aam Aadmi Party, even in this technical win.
Shehzad, I think there are a lot of important points in what you've said, and let me get that to Huda Zariwala, who's a political analyst, and she leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Ms. Zariwala, I do not know what today the Aam Aadmi Party is celebrating. There has been a decrease of about 12% vote share from the last Vidhan Sabha to the MCD polls. Your minority vote bank actually has drifted towards the Congress party because you haven't taken a stand. You've remained quiet, whether it was the Delhi riot issue or later the Bilkis Bano issue. You've seen Arvind Kejriwal and his fledgling ideology, something that really he has to today answer for. So I today want to know, what are you celebrating? You've just managed to win the MCD, but look at the lessons that have come out of it.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for that question. Aam Aadmi Party has obvious reasons to celebrate. I mean, victory has never felt this sweet, especially as far as the local body, the MCD, is concerned. I mean, after 15 years of the non-compliant BJP rule with blatant level of corruption, with all sorts of, negativity going on, like the corruption for 6,760 crores, and so many other cases.
But Ms. Zariwala, you're obviously ducking my question. Satendra Jain, Manish Sisodia, do you know what's happened in their own words? Do you know what's happened in their own words?
Agreed.
So let's tackle the elephant in the room now, instead of telling me that you've upseated a BJP that has been in power for the last 15 years. No, Ms. Zariwala, the point here is
that the BJP, in spite of not having the Prime Minister and Amit Shah, on the ground here, doing rallies, doing road shows, like they, like Amit Shah also did, and Aishwarya would agree, in Hyderabad, in the greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, and Shehzad, that's a point, that in spite of that, in spite of not having a face, if this is what the BJP manages to get, Ms. Zariwala, what are you celebrating?
Okay. So what was the Aam Aadmi Party up against? Corruption charges against Manish Sisodia ji, which of course were not even filed in the charge sheet. All those video leakages of, the Tihar jail issue of Dr. Satendra Jain, and so many other things in the past few days.
So what is happening is, Ms. Zariwala, Shehzad.
And yet the people have
No, so what is happening is, as we perceive, Shehzad, I'll come to you, but you need to answer this. Because it's not only in the wards of Manish Sisodia, it's also in the ward of your BJP state president, where all the four have been won by the Aam Aadmi Party. But this was expected. As soon as the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be victorious in a municipality elections, and this is what I asked you, madam, in the morning as well, that Shehzad, this was expected from them, that as soon as they are victorious in the municipality polls, they are going to take out this municipality elections and say, listen, hello, now there are only two parties, the BJP and the AAP. The BJP and the AAP. Because in elections at the end of the day, Jo jeeta wohi Sikandar, Shehzad. So now you would have to take it on. Because what they are saying is, look, we have uprooted BJP's 15-year rule in Delhi MCD. And it is Arvind Kejriwal model of governance. Tomorrow what happens? Only tomorrow can tell. But today, Arvind Kejriwal has clearly said, bhai listen, we are here to stay. And we are the only alternative to the BJP. From a municipality election to a national level. That is what they will try to propagate. Shehzad.
Aishwarya, the only difference that will take place beginning tomorrow morning is that the Aam Aadmi Party will have one extra mayor. That's the only difference that's going to take place. Now, if they feel that that gets amplified on the national scene, they are at liberty to do that. There's no problem in that. I mean, every party has a right to celebrate if they won a mayoral election. That's their right. Why take away that? I don't begrudge them for that. But having said that, Aishwarya, what will happen in Gujarat tomorrow? We remember Mr. Kejriwal saying that they are going to come to power in Gujarat. Then they rechanged it and said now it will be a hung assembly. Now they are saying we'll get a good vote share in Gujarat. What happened in Himachal? We were sweeping Himachal, they said, after Punjab. Then they said, nahi, Himachal mein pehli baar kar rahe hain, to thoda bahut theek ho jayega. What did they say in Uttar Pradesh? What did they say in Uttarakhand? What did they say in Goa? What did they say in other states?
Strategy.
They have been competing against Nota.
That is what I'm
Today
saying.
That
That is the Aam Aadmi Party's strategy to make this municipal election victory look like it's equivalent to not only an assembly poll victory, but as if there is no other party in the country. There are 5 more elections apart from tomorrow 2 states result before 2024. Can the Aam Aadmi Party representative tell me where they will be? Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tripura, Karnataka. A reality is something else, but the perception which they are trying to create, Deepthi, is like after this municipality election victory, there is no one. There is only BJP and AAP. And you have given this space because at the end of the day also, Shehzad, you would have to question your own party in Delhi. Your Delhi unit has to be questioned.
They didn't
then
work
what
harder.
is happening?
They didn't work harder. Shehzad, when it comes to Delhi, gone are the days of a Sushma Swaraj, a Vijay Kumar Malhotra, a Madan Lal Khurana. The point is that the Delhi BJP has been struggling for a face.
Oh, yes.
But the point is also, Shehzad, that you did not prioritize your MCD election because had you look at the numbers. The numbers aren't that bad for the BJP, and I'm not sure whether, these are the numbers that the BJP themselves, Aishwarya, were looking at. I mean, you could have actually said it's a municipal election, so what if the Aam Aadmi Party wins? But look at where the AAP is failing, because these corruption charges, what happened in the Satendra Jain case, plus, no, Ms. Zariwala, you haven't answered that question. Today, an Arvind Kejriwal is rather muted. I haven't seen an Arvind Kejriwal like
multiple MPs and MLAs on the BJP campaigning, and yet
why isn't he speaking on
Give her 30 seconds, Shehzad, and then come to you. Give her 30 seconds to answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 chief ministers of BJP, multiple MPs and MLAs, and God knows how many people of the BJP on ground campaigning for the, for the MCD elections, and yet Aam Aadmi Party has a clear-cut victory here after 15 years of BJP rule. So can we please at least acknowledge that wherever Aam Aadmi Party is going, and Mr. Shehzad spoke about
Delhi
Gujarat.
For the last 8 years, yet you have seen a 12% reduction in your vote share.
And
Why
how
don't
many?
You speak
And how
about that?
And BJP is a party that has been there since time immemorial. Aam Aadmi Party relatively is such a new party. At such a nascent stage where we haven't even completed an entire decade, we have managed to rattle, the Janta in Gujarat. We have managed to rattle the BJP. Himachal Pradesh was a clear-cut, a threat to them. They did see the Himachal as a threat.
No, Shehzad is countering. No, hold on. No.
All things
Listen,
considered, Aam Aadmi Party
don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Don't say words. Don't make comments which you would have to repent tomorrow. Because this was a municipal election. That is exactly what I was saying. You are trying to make this municipal elections, madam, equivalent to as if you won general elections. That's not the case.
Sir, yet 7 chief ministers campaigning. The Prime Minister himself campaigning.
Now address
Can we
one
acknowledge
after
that
the other
also
issues
important?
You had two. Both of your chief ministers were campaigning. Aam Aadmi Party only had 2 and both of them were campaigning. If you don't have 7, please don't blame BJP for it. You had 2 chief ministers, both were campaigning. Shehzad Poonawala answering to you.
Aishwarya, let me answer one after the other some points that have been made. First of all, does the BJP Delhi need to introspect? Most certainly. How can we run away from that? Even if we would have won this election, we would have introspected. We have certainly technically lost this election and therefore we must introspect. 6 months ago, Aishwarya, you would remember we've had so many conversations when I've come to your studio that we were not even in the reckoning. Today we were, and we gave a tough competition. We were able to convince the people that we have actually served the people well in the last 15 years. Perhaps the voting turnout was also a little low from our expectations, 3 or 4% low than what we would have expected. And all of those factors contributed, and we have today technically been 20 odd seats behind the Aam Aadmi Party. So we accept that with all humility. Should we make more changes? Should we upgrade ourselves? Of course, goes without saying. But having said that, Aishwarya, Aam Aadmi Party has 2 chief ministers. Both of them were campaigning, 100%. We have 17, 18 chief ministers. Out of that, 7 or 8 were campaigning. And they are begrudging us कि भाई हमने अपना पूरा दे दिया चुनाव में. अरे चुनाव होता ही है कि आप पूरा सर्वस्व उसमें लगा दो. छोटा बड़ा चुनाव इसको नहीं देखते. चुनाव एक माध्यम है लोकतंत्र में जनता तक अपनी बात को पहुंचाने का. आपके राष्ट्रीय संयोजक कैंपेनिंग करे, आपके मुख्यमंत्री करे तो चमत्कार, हमारे कर ले तो गुनेगार. Madam, don't have such double standards and please
did you allow the AAP this victory?
Madam,
because why didn't we see leaders like Yogi Adityanath? Why did we not see Amit Shah? Why did we see the road shows?
Please complete.
Mr. Poonawala, like in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation.
complete कर लूं.
Please.
May I complete? I can't
I
hear
believe
if 2, 3
I've
people speak at the same time. So let me complete, then you can ask me all the questions. Yeah. See, look, all I'm trying to say is, Madam, just like we are taking a lesson, a huge lesson out of this election result, Aam Aadmi Party is so arrogant, Aishwarya. They are saying, हमको कुछ नहीं सीखना जी. सत्येंद्र जैन की सारी सीटें हार गए तो क्या हुआ जी? कैलाश गहलोत की हार गए तो क्या हुआ जी? मनीष सिसोदिया की हार गए तो क्या हुआ जी? सत्येंद्र जैन को कोर्ट ने 5 महीने से जेल में रखा है तो क्या हुआ जी? कट्टर ईमानदार. This is the arrogance on day 0. Imagine what will happen now to the people of Delhi. Imagine what will happen, Aishwarya. ऐश्वर्या, आप कल्पना कीजिए कि आने वाले दिनों में क्या होने वाला है. एक सरकार जो 8 वर्ष से है, वो just about gets ahead of us, and their arrogance is at this level that their supporters come and say कि नहीं सत्येंद्र जैन is the cleanest person on earth.
But a victory is a victory. A victory is a victory. Shehzad, no. Shehzad, why do I differ? Because a victory is a victory in your own leader's words. And it's the people of Delhi who have voted for them. So you need to understand. There is a catch to it because your leader, your Delhi unit has literally failed. Yes, you haven't done that bad. You have won over the exit polls, Deepti. They have won over the exit polls, but not over the Aam Aadmi Party. That's what I say. The exit polls were saying the Aam Aadmi Party will get 220, you will get 40. You have proven them wrong. But you still have not been able, and you have to accept, and your Delhi unit more specifically has to accept that they have not been able to defeat AAP. And hence, not only an introspection, but an action needs to happen that why, after 15 years, a body over which you had so much control, you lost. You've lost to a narrow margin, but you have lost. And a loss is a loss. Jo jeeta, wo hi Sikandar. That's politics. Deepti.
And yes, and Shehzad, you must accept this, that the MCD hasn't done much work on the ground. The point is that again, you have cashed in the goodwill of the BJP under Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah. This is the reason why you, as the BJP in Delhi, Shehzad, has been struggling. Just 30 seconds before we head into a break. Yes.
Deepti, if I may. Yeah. Deepti, with all humility at my command, I don't disregard what you and Aishwarya are saying. You've seen politics much more than me. So I would accept that, yes, we do have to introspect and also perhaps action should follow wherever required. But having said that, we have increased our vote share. So more people have actually seen our work of the MCD. So it might not be entirely true that we've not done work. But of course, we have not been able to communicate it as effectively. And therefore, there must be some action and there must be some introspection. There's no doubt about it.
All right, interesting times, Aishwarya. You know, a party that has actually won the municipal election. Today, you have seen a rather muted response from an Arvind Kejriwal. I thought he's going to be, you know, roaring, but we did not see a roaring Kejriwal. On the other side, a party that has been upseated by a player like the Aam Aadmi Party that's just about 10 years old today. Did they actually allow the Aam Aadmi Party to win? So we'll track that story, a lot of important layers to that. I thank both Shehzad and Ms. Zariwala right now for speaking to us. On the other side, we are back with much more.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? Did you intentionally post fake news? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been especially at a sensitive time like more people. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sanghathan ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran Taran. Post that, the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, Belagavi, Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. The Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Let's give you a quick check of our top stories at this hour. While it was a very close and neck-to-neck fight in the national capital, the Aam Aadmi Party, however, has pulled ahead of the BJP as counting of votes now has completed. The Aam Aadmi Party is 134 and the BJP has 104 seats. The winter session of the Parliament has commenced earlier today and there will be a total of 17 working days. Speaking to the media earlier, the Prime Minister has appealed to the floor leaders, saying that we must give more time and opportunities to first-time MPs and the young MPs to prepare the future generation of democracy, and that their participation in discussions should also increase.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Farooq Abdullah's statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protest here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, the Belagavi Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. The Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu, where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protest, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days, they have been staging protest, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं, हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want to convey to the government, that we are only being punished in the Kashmir Valley because we are the patriotic and the nationalist voices, and don't rehabilitate us in Kashmir.
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? That you did you sent out? Did you intentionally post fake? Did you pay it? But that's
Delhi has decided the MCD now goes to the Aam Aadmi Party. It has won on 134 seats, the BJP on 104.
कहती थी कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया, कांग्रेस को हराया हमको नहीं हराया. अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के उस दर्द का आज इलाज कर दिया.
The BJP loses a 15-year streak as the Aam Aadmi Party now emerges victorious in the battle for the Delhi MCD. But with the Gujarat and Himachal counting down to results, is this a mere local cheer ahead of a mega shock for the Aam Aadmi Party?
सभी दल के अध्यक्षों से बहुत ही सानुकूल वातावरण में चर्चा हुई है. सदन से भी वही स्वर उठेगा जो भारत के सामर्थ्य को दुनिया में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए काम आएगा.
The winter session 2022 commences. Prime Minister expresses concern, asking opposition to maintain decorum. Border face-off escalates. Maharashtra suspends state-run bus service to Karnataka. And in Madhya Pradesh, operations now enter the 20th hour as a miner still remains stuck in a 55 borewell. A very good afternoon and thank you for staying with us here on Republic. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. All through this morning, remember, everyone has been tuned to television sets. Why? Because everyone wanted to know who will win this municipal election in Delhi. Now, you might think it's a municipal election somewhere in Delhi. How does this actually become a story of national importance? So this is the hard fact. Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party has won this municipal election, though it is not a landslide. As many expected that the BJP will not even touch the 100 mark, and as the exit polls predicted. But look at the tally that's going on the extreme left of your screens. The BJP is still sitting tight with 104. The Congress is at 9, others at 3. So what really are the implications of this, and what are the reactions we've heard so far? Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party says for the very first time, you have us, as in the Aam Aadmi Party, defeating an incumbent BJP. The BJP says this is not good enough. Let's quickly play out all reactions coming in. First up is the Delhi Chief Minister, Arvind Kejriwal.
इतनी शानदार जीत के लिए, इतने बड़े बदलाव के लिए, इतने बड़े परिवर्तन के लिए मैं दिल्ली के लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं। मैं दिल्ली के लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने अपने बेटे को, अपने भाई को इस लायक समझा कि उन्होंने आज हमारे को देनी है। अभी तक उन्होंने हमें जो लोगों ने शिक्षा की जिम्मेदारी दी, स्कूलों की जिम्मेदारी दी, हमने रात दिन मेहनत करके स्कूल ठीक किए, लाखों करोड़ों बच्चों का भविष्य बनाया। लोगों ने हमें अस्पतालों की जिम्मेदारी दी, हमने रात दिन मेहनत करके अस्पताल ठीक किए, लोगों के इलाज का इंतजाम किया, अच्छे इलाज का इंतजाम किया। लोगों ने हमें बिजली की जिम्मेदारी दी, हमने बिजली ठीक की, बिजली मुफ्त की, 24 घंटे बिजली की। आज दिल्ली के लोगों ने अपने बेटे को, अपने भाई को दिल्ली की सफाई करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है, भ्रष्टाचार दूर करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है, पार्कों को ठीक करने की जिम्मेदारी दी है। कई सारी जिम्मेदारियां आज दी हैं। इतना प्यार दिया आपने, इतना विश्वास किया आपने मेरे ऊपर, इसके लिए मैं आपका ऋण कभी नहीं चुका सकता। मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा रात दिन मेहनत करके आपके इस भरोसे को कायम रखूं, ऐसी मेरी हमेशा कोशिश रहेगी। I love you too. जितने कैंडिडेट जीते हैं उन सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई।
जो कल होगा वो भी गलत साबित होगा। गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी को बहुत बड़ा चमत्कार आपको देखने के लिए मिलेगा कल। मैं आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि इलेक्शन लड़ते नेता हैं लेकिन फाइनल जनता करती है। तो जनता जीत गई। आज 15 साल बाद एमसीडी में जनता जीत गई, नेता हार गया। आपने अपने दोस्तों को, अपने बड़े छोटे भाइयों को जिताया। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने कहा था कि मुझे एमसीडी भी दे दो, मैं ये भी ठीक कर दूंगा। देखो, दिल्ली को देश का दिल कहा जाता है और आम आदमी पार्टी 10 साल की हुई अभी 26 नवंबर को, और दिल्ली आम आदमी पार्टी ने दिल्ली भी जीती है और दिल भी जीते हैं। हुकूमत वो करते हैं जिनका दिलों पर राज होता है। यूं कहने को तो मुर्गे के सर पे भी ताज होता है।
विश्व की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दिल्ली के रण के मैदान में हराने का काम किया है। दिल्ली के रण के मैदान में हराने का काम किया है। दिल्ली के लोगों ने दिल्ली सरकार की चाबियां परिवार के बड़े बेटे अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के हाथ में सौंपी। उसके बाद दिल्ली वालों ने आज नगर निगम के कामकाज की भी जिम्मेदारी, नगर निगम की भी चाबियां अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अपने परिवार के बड़े बेटे को सौंप दी है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी वालों को आज सीधे तौर पे जवाब मिल गया कि दिल्ली की जनता काम करने वालों को वोट देती है, बदनाम करने वालों को वोट नहीं देती। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने दिल्ली में 7 मुख्यमंत्री, 17 से ज्यादा सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर्स, कई 100 सांसद और न जाने सीबीआई, ईडी और कितने फर्जी वीडियो को मैदान में उतारा। लेकिन फिर भी दिल्ली के लोगों ने आम आदमी पार्टी को वोट देते हुए इन सारी साजिशों को फेल किया। और सबसे बड़ी बात, आज
And all these reactions, remember, coming in, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party or the BJP, they have their own takeaways. But the big point is, what happens tomorrow? Tomorrow, remember, is the all-important counting for the Gujarat and the Himachal elections. The Aam Aadmi Party could be hoping that the exit polls go wrong there and they might be able to gain some traction either in Gujarat or in Himachal. But if you come down to Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party claims that they now are a national challenger to the BJP come 2024. Is that possible? No one knows. But do remember, the Aam Aadmi Party has proved that they have fire in their belly. But then credit should also go to the BJP, because in spite of being in the municipal corporation for the last 15 years, their vote share, remember, has increased. They have a vote share, in fact, of 39% in these elections. So all through this day today, we'll get you more reactions and the big national picture. We'll also, in fact, now look at what happened in the parliament earlier. The winter session has commenced and the Prime Minister, in fact, has lauded the chair on the first day, as this was the first day that you had the Uprashtrapati on the chair, and this is what the Prime Minister actually spoke about his contribution to public life.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, आपका जीवन इस बात का प्रमाण है कि सिद्धि सिर्फ साधनों से नहीं, साधना से मिलती है। आपने वो समय भी देखा है जब आप कई किलोमीटर पैदल चलकर स्कूल जाते थे। गांव, गरीब किसान के लिए आपने जो किया, वो सामाजिक जीवन में रहे हर व्यक्ति के लिए एक उदाहरण है। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आपके पास सीनियर एडवोकेट के रूप में 3 दशक से ज्यादा का अनुभव है। मैं विश्वास से कह सकता हूं कि सदन में आप कोर्ट की कमी महसूस नहीं करेंगे। क्योंकि राज्यसभा में बहुत बड़ी मात्रा में वो लोग ज्यादा हैं जो आपको सुप्रीम कोर्ट में मिला करते थे, और इसलिए वो मूड और मिजाज भी आपको यहां पर जरूर अदालत की याद दिलाता रहेगा। आपने विधायक से लेकर सांसद, केंद्रीय मंत्री, गवर्नर तक की भूमिका में भी काम किया है। इन सभी भूमिकाओं में जो एक बात कॉमन रही, वो है देश के विकास और लोकतांत्रिक मूल्यों के लिए आपकी निष्ठा। निश्चित तौर पर आपके अनुभव देश और लोकतंत्र के लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है।
We headed to a break right now. When we come back, it's the border face-off that has escalated. Maharashtra now suspending its state-run bus services to Karnataka. Also in Madhya Pradesh, operations now have entered the 20th hour. You have a miner who's still stuck in a 55 feet deep borewell.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना। कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ग्रीन लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
Mr. Gokhale, what would you say about why have you been detained? Did you actually post fake? But there's also being said that the RTI that you had said was fake news. Was it true? Mr. Gokhale, was it true that you were actually peddling fake news? That's the answer. But you have also been shot again, especially at a sensitive time like more. Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself? Mr. Gokhale, what do you have to say for yourself about the tweet that you've sent out?
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protests.
Here, Section 144 has been imposed, and the birthplace of Krishna, Hindu Mahasabha Sangathan, ready to recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside the mosque, and the police people are ready to stop.
Yesterday night at around 10, there was a humming sound of a drone that was noticed by the border security force in the Taran. Post that, the searches, during morning searches, the drone has been recovered at around 8:30 in the morning. Farooq Abdullah statement has angered the people of Jammu, and the Bajrang Dal is staging protests here in Jammu, demanding that they want there should be an action against Farooq Abdullah.
The IED that was planted by the terrorists in Shirmal Shopian. As per ADGP Kashmir, the threat has been neutralized by the joint forces.
Thiruvananthapuram, where the Youth Congress is staging a protest against the mayor after the letter controversy over the various appointments and nepotism thereof. Border between Karnataka and Maharashtra, Belagavi, Karnataka Rakshana Vedike organization is holding a protest over the dispute.
SFI leader has now admitted in the hospital after being attacked by students in Wayanad in Kerala. 4 persons were arrested. The Republic TV has confronted Saket Gokhale, where he has said that I am detained, but the Oreva owners are not yet arrested.
We are in Jammu where the Kashmiri Pandit community is staging protests, and this is day 209th of their protest. For the past 209 days they have been staging protests, and what they say that अपने देश में दंडित हैं हम कश्मीरी पंडित हैं. This is the message they want.